gonna start this thing at the end, but I somehow found myself here. I've been laying off of the hard stuff, but I haven't been this way in years. A friend came by and said, why don't you give this a try? And I said that was acceptable, and I don't know why, but who knows why about anything anyway. It's not that big of a deal. I was taught not to lie and I was taught not to steal, although it never seemed to help when I was up, and by that I mean I was getting high, and I couldn't seem to resist the face on the base of the shelf of the window in the house of the man who'd never liked me anyway. Next thing I knew, I was standing under the shoe of a blue marble world. She's such a beautiful girl. It was based on a valid deduction, but it never really mattered anyway. I was saying I could do it. I was saying I could dig it. Out to the desert. I like the sand and I like the wind, but I thought I could tell by the signs I was looking deep in her eyes. But then reality stepped in and I realized I had become parched, with nothing for miles to make me smile, and at the very least to quench my thirst. I stopped for gas. The stop was quite fast, but it gave me insight as to just how long it could last. Next thing I knew, I was standing under the shoe of a blue marble world. She's such a beautiful girl. It was based on a valid deduction, but it never really mattered anyway. Seemingly contradictory statement, but never really mattered anyway. Essentially self-contradictory, but it never really mattered anyway. A very slanderous remark, but it never really mattered anyway. But it may nonetheless be true. If there is such a thing, well, it sure knows how to hide itself. Or maybe herself, or should I say he. Never personally knew a guy who had a problem with his gender, but I get poked at all the time for losing my hair, and I've always been slightly slender. But what about you? Have you had enough to eat? Are you lame in the sack? Are you quick on your feet? I mean, I've really got to know. Ever had that feeling like you're climbing up a never-ending spiral staircase trying to reach someone who's on their way down, and you always come really close? At least you think you do, but you never really know for certain, although nothing's really for certain anyway, and nothing really matters. Anyway, it's quite the visual paradox here in the blue marble world. I was gonna start this thing at the end, but I somehow found myself here, and I've been laying off of the hard stuff. Haven't been this way in years. A friend came by and said, why don't you give this a try? And I said that was acceptable, and I don't know why, but who knows why about anything anyway.